Every coffee needs a lotus.
Hi, I'm Mel and I am choosy. My ultimate skin goal is gusto kong mag-even out ang skin tone ko.
Hi, my name is Gian Enwada. My skin goals are to become whiter, fairer, healthier, and younger.
It really shows na yung skin ko ngayon mas moisturized, mas glowing, and mas healthy.
Thanks to Glutasine, I got my skin tone back. Thank you so much, Glutasine.
As COVID-19 cases continue to rise all over the world and enhanced community quarantine stops most of business transactions, struggles such as keeping up with business process, continuing to equip employees to be productive, and complying with government for taxes and financial reporting make it more difficult for an organization to endure the current crisis. But how can you keep up? The answer is flexibility. You don't need to be a superhero to be flexible. Just the right mindset, a lot of hard work, and a powerful tool. Let your business be empowered. Manage your sales, purchases, and inventory online. Unleash the productivity of your employees even if they are at home. Start to have a future-proof business right now. For more details about Q&E accounting system online, call us at 0917-710-4722 or email us at sales@qne.com.ph. 30% discount will be given as our help to all the businesses within the Philippines. Stay at home and stay safe.
What's the secret to beauty's beauty?
Langis.
Ito balatangga.
Okay, and we're back. So for those of you who are in Zoom, please type in your questions at the Q&A box below. For Zoom live questions, please click the raise button to notify the administrator. And for Facebook Live viewers, please type in your questions at the comment box. Before we move on to the question and answer, I would just like to acknowledge our out-of-town participants. So thank you for joining us. Our participants from Albay, Angeles City, Baguio City, La Trinidad Benguet, Butuan City, Agusan del Norte, Cagayan de Oro, Calapan City, Oriental Mindoro. We have 7 participants from Cebu, City of San Fernando, Pampanga, Coron, Palawan, Davao del Sur, Davao City, Iloilo City, and Sorsogon. I would like to say hi also to our Ariva family. They're watching right now. Hello, hope you're all okay and well. Hello also to my family, my husband and my mom. She's watching right now. Okay, let's start. I will read here a question from our Zoom participant. You ready now, Coach?
Yeah, I hope so. I'll do my best.
Okay. How can we counsel and encourage frontliners?
Wow. That one is difficult. I would say, I wouldn't say there's a right or wrong way to do it, but sa akin, what will always work is whatever comes from your heart, You don't have to have a right answer or right words to speak to them at that moment. But if I always trust we call it the tug or the pull. If you have a pull to go to someone and pray for them. If you just want to say thank you, just tell them thank you. Sometimes mag-iisip tayo like, what words do I say? Hindi naman ako, I'm not used to saying this. But if you have a tug in your heart to go and help them, or maybe give them a gift, I don't know. I won't say there's a right or wrong way of doing, but if you do have a tug to want to encourage them, for me, what I'm doing is, aside from messaging and talking to them online, um, saying prayer, it's powerful to do that. But if you do find out that there are people who need to talk to someone, talk to them. But try, maybe I'll say this, try your best not to try to fix. If they're not feeling okay, try not to fix them and say that it'll magiging okay din yan, it'll be better. That's, for me, it's acknowledging people for not being okay. We call this holding space. They might cry to you, over the phone or whatever. And just be a presence for them to know that they're there. But make sure, you've got to be careful. Make sure that you're also mentally prepared to be able to go through, encouraging them and speaking to them. Otherwise, ikaw naman yung maapektuhan also. So, I mean, yeah.
Okay. From one of our participants in Zoom, this one is, well, her question is, I am a staff nurse who is under quarantine and waiting for the results of my swab. She's a frontliner, sir. I'm feeling a bit useless compared to my coworkers who are actually on the job saving people. How do I cope up with this feeling? How do I change my mindset regarding this matter?
What's her name?
Can I just,
Ano siya, nurse daw? Nurse?
Yes, Miss Anne.
Sorry?
She is Miss Anne.
Anne. Okay. Hi, Anne. First of all, I would say God bless you. Thank you for the work that you've been doing. But also, Anne, you have to remember this. And that's just not just for Anne, but for a lot of people. I know your heart wants to be there and helping and going out, but guilt, I told you, guilt will not work for you during this time, for anyone to feel guilty that you're there, you're down, you're battling this. The best thing for you to do is focus also on taking care of you, on allowing yourself to heal, giving love to yourself. Para pag once you're better again, then you can be better equipped to go out and help people. But yeah, I would watch any emotions of guilt that I should be out there, I should be this, I should be that. Whatever is happening, this is my own personal belief, whatever is happening for you right now is meant to be happening for you. So if it was your turn at that time to go out there and be a frontliner and help people, God bless you for that. But now it's your time to rest and recover and take care of yourself as well. So it's important for you to be able to do that. And so take deep breaths, right? And watch your mind racing, because the fastest way you can heal is allowing yourself to go in a state of complete rest. But you've also got to rest your mind, right? So I don't believe there's a single soul that will condemn you or judge you today, Anne, for being there in that bed, or anyone, anywhere in the world for that matter. So watch that guilt, right? Your value does not diminish. It does not decrease because you're not doing anything. I have to keep repeating that to people. Sometimes Irish, may value lang ako if I'm doing anything. What if I can't? What if I'm just like, be careful, be careful, because you're heaping a lot of judgments on yourself, and it's not going to help you. But thank you, Anne, and I do pray that you heal fast.
Okay, before I read the second question, sir, I would just like to read a sharing from one of our Zoom participants. Aside from counting, this one is from Ronald Santos. Aside from counting your blessings, talk to the good shepherd, our Lord, which he is waiting for all of us.
Yeah.
Yan. Okay, thank you for that.
Thank you.
So next question is from Ms. Honeybell Vicencio. How to maintain resiliency if you are the one who should give aid to those who encounters problems with mental health?
I think it's a recurring theme when we're doing our seminars and our programs. I say you can't give what you don't have. So you've got to make sure that yung nabibigay mo sa ibang tao, nabibigay mo din sa sarili mo. You're able to give whatever you're giving out. You're also doing it for yourself, right? And I'm not saying it's wrong to be, a lot of us are very altruistic, but we've also forgotten to take care of ourselves. So I say, make sure, again, guilt plays a big part here, where if I take care of myself, if I eat good food, when other people are suffering, it doesn't work that way, because the guilt game is not gonna help you in helping other people. So first, give it to yourself, and don't bring any guilt to if you're the one taking care of yourself and trying to make yourself, feel happy and joyful. You've got to parang ano yun eh, we call that a love tank, right? You want your love tank to be full so that you can go out helping others. Now, I don't know particularly what for those of you who are watching, what how you can fill your love tank. For me, it's music, right? For me, it's connecting with people. For me, it could be prayer. For me, it's meditation. For me, it's eating a good meal. For me, it's watching a little bit of TV, or my educational videos that I can watch as well. You've got to find out what brings joy to your soul and do that, right? It'll just help you be better equipped. Now, I understand. I'm not comparing the work that I do, but in a way, the similarities there. I deal with a lot of people who are going through depression. There's suicide. There's trauma. There's abuse, right? So I understand, and people are asking me, Bam, how are you able to, keep standing when you're hearing all of this abuse and hurt? Okay, well, I breathe through it. That's one. I'm sending a lot of prayer. That's two. But number three, I've also made sure that I've taken care of myself, right? Paano ka? How can you be someone out there fighting the war when you haven't equipped yourself? You haven't trained. You haven't taken care of your body. When you're out there, you're the first. You're going to be the first casualty. So I always say, take care of yourself and find out what it is that perhaps brings you joy in your life, and do that.
Okay, we have a Zoom live question, but before that, let me just read a question from Henry Vega. May I ask a favor? If you can ask my question to Coach Bam, how can we defeat depression due to homesickness, due to lockdown?
Oh, that's a difficult one. But thank you for your question. I don't have all the answers. I mean, ako, although I'm separated from my family as well, I go through my own challenges as well. But I think the first thing that can help a lot of people who are going through the depression is um, find some spiritual practice. It could be prayer, right? It could be meditation. It could be deep breathing. It'll just help you get through it. I'm not saying it's going to cure you, but also understanding when the depression comes. So, yeah, I've gone through my own bouts with depression. What allowed I couldn't get out of my depression, whether it was prayer, whether it was friends, or it was distracting myself. But what eventually I think helped me, okay, I'm saying, won't say cured me, but what helped me was to understand when the depression is there, not to fight it, right? It doesn't mean that you hurt yourself, right? But it means that darkness, that fear, that depression, it doesn't overpower you anymore. How do you do that? I do a simple exercise where I tell people, hold your hands up and keep breathing, and I want you to imagine there's different things that are going through your hands, and one of the things there is joy. You can let the joy go. One of the things there is depression. You can let the depression go. One of the things there is anger. But what's important here is to know, like, ano yung kinakapitan mo, right? And you're going to notice that triggers of the thinking, it's going to be related to thoughts that you're thinking, that will lead you to more depression. So you've got to find, again, once you've acknowledged it. So I don't believe like, oh, you have to shift it. You have to change that. But if it's already hurting you, you've already want to reach out for a better feeling frequency in terms of, that's why we did that exercise where you're breathing, you're thinking about people that you love. It'll help you, right? It'll help you somehow. I hope it helps you.
Thank you for that, Coach. And now let us welcome Ms. Christine. Is she available now? Hi, Ms. Christine. Go ahead with your question.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah. So I hope you don't mind. I don't want to turn on my video, but I would just like to ask Coach Bam, how do you like say to people without offending them that you need space for your own mental health being? For example, of course, you don't want to always attend parties, don't want always to hang out with friends, etc. And of course, you want to have time on your own as well. So how do you like say that to them without offending them and with respecting them as well?
Yeah. Thank you for your message. What was your name, Christine? Hi, Christine. Thanks for your message. Again, this is something that I practice and see if it will work for you. I've been sharing this a lot. There's three things that you have to be aware of in life, and not to try to oversimplify it, but it works. Number one is your business, other people's business, and God's business, right? Your business is how you react or respond to things that are happening around you. So kung magagalit ka or not, you're in control of that 100%, right? But what you're not in control of, Kirsten, is how other people will react or respond to you, right? Whether they get offended, and a lot of you are posting stuff and people are getting offended, people are getting hurt, people are sensitive. You're not in control of that. But you go into insanity if you think that, I'm going to keep adjusting, Irish and Kirsten, every behavior that I have because I might hurt people and I might offend, so you're not in control of that. So what I would say is, what's the truth that you want to be sharing and speaking, right? And it's important for you to be able to speak that. Otherwise, you're so concerned that other people might get hurt or offended by an action you're taking. You stop becoming authentic, right? You're adjusting everything for other people. Nakalimutan mo na yung sarili mo, right? And then you go one day and you're wondering, like who am I really? What is it that I really want? Because I've been so concerned about other people, but I've forgotten about myself. So this is not permission either to say for people be obnoxious and just sabihin mo sa tao, umalis ka nga dito sa tabi ko, naiinis na ako sa'yo, but to be able to communicate it in a way where it's also a need of yours. So I would say, Michelle, I appreciate your company, and now I feel like I have a need to be alone, and I hope you can grant my request, and I really appreciate it. To be able to say that is so important. And whether Michelle or Irish gets angry or not, at least I spoke my truth, right? And I'm not holding back, because that's where a lot of people, in my experience, have been having a lot of trouble when they're concerned, baka ma-offend, baka masaktan. You're not in control of that at all. It doesn't matter how nicely you say it either. I've done that as well.
Okay. I would like to read one of the sharings from our Zoom participant, Ms. Nilette Banta. Just a piece of advice that also works for me during this pandemic. It will be really helpful if we keep our communications open with our friend or life groups in church, because we'll still encourage everyone, especially those who are going through tough times. We do our prayer meetings via Zoom. So let us all take time to know more about God. Let us restore our spiritual relationship with Him. God is sovereign and He is bigger than this problem. Thank you for that, Ms. Nalette.
Okay. Can I say something about that, Irish?
Sure.
I think that's
Sure.
wonderful. You guys, this is something I posted again on my social media. You guys have to find a group of people, or at least one individual, where you can have face-to-face chats with, or if not, at least phone, to be able to hear people na kamustahin ka, to have a church group, a small group, whatever group, that can pray for you and encourage you. You need it during this time, really, to help you, keep moving. At least you also hear some people are feeling afraid. Some people can offer humor, and some people can offer some advice or encouragement. It's so important for you to be some part of a Zoom group or a Zoom meeting, or at least have one individual, if you're more introverted, where you can share your vulnerabilities and, the emotions you're feeling.
Okay. And we have another live Zoom question from Cromwell. Hello, Cromwell.
Hello there, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for being in on this very significant affair. Good afternoon, too. Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for bringing me in on the online. And ma'am, I actually appreciate. So this is very important avenue for me to ask questions well to Sir Bam. Sir Bam, thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry, I can hardly hear you.
Yes, I think there's something wrong with the connection.
Yeah,
Sir
sobrang
Cromwell,
hina.
can
Sir,
you
audio
just
mo.
type your question so we can I can give it to Coach Bam?
Hello. Yes, hello, sir.
Okay, better.
Yeah, is it a lot better now? Sorry for
Better,
that. My apologies. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yes, sir, Bam. I had thought of this several times because as a risk assessment manager, I believe that in a corporate world, it's undeniably true that on these trying and turbulent times, there are some kind of discrimination happening, right? For example, those who are granted with leaves, those who are probably not given an opportunity to work, even if their job is essential. So my question is, how could we stay relevant on these trying and turbulent times in the corporate world?
How can you stay relevant?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct, sir.
I'm not sure if I can answer that question, but I would just say, what the answer that comes up in my mind is still find out how you can still provide value even though you're at home. There's got to be a way where you can connect either online or with email, or perhaps on your social media. There's always going to be a way. That's kaya sabi ko, there's always a way where it depends where you're focusing your flashlight. There's always a way where you can add value, right? Versus just, but it's also still okay. Some people say, but bam, I just want to be at home and not do anything. Yeah, but for those people who still want to be relevant, find a way where perhaps you're doing your research on things that are happening, but it's research that could perhaps give people, there's a lot of fake news circulating. Maybe it's news that you can give them that's where you have more credible sources, right? And you can be sharing that. Or if people are panicking in your space. So I would say take responsibility for where you are in your space, right? And see how you can provide value where you are from home. I don't know if that answered your question, but you always find something, maybe it's humor, but at least hindi ka makakalimutan. Fine. That's what I'm figuring that out. Even though I'm at home, I'm learning that, how am I staying relevant? Well, people are seeing me all the time online, but you've got to, I think this is the basis, sir. You've got to know, like, is the content that I'm sharing, is it providing value for people? Because your audience is always going to determine that, people, right? Is this valuable, or are you just sharing junk, right? But you're going to know because people are going to give you feedback, So, but this is one way where you'll still be visible with people, and they'll know, like, hey, this is someone that I want in my organization, because you'll see it all over social media, right? That there are people who are sincerely trying to still provide value online. I don't know if that answered your question, but I hope it did help you somehow.
Yeah, that's correct, Sir Bam. Well, it depends on the value provided by the company. Well, just during this time, we have to cut some cost, and people really want to, survive and probably be more relevant to their social responsibility. For example, in the company, how, as you said, you need to make ways on how to become valuable to the company, but you need to have a buy-in first from the executive management. The thing is, not all the time you are granted with this privilege. So, though there are values or valuable things you can do, but it depends on the decision making from the top management. Well, it's beyond your control, though. That's right.
Well, sure, but that's why I think, and with all due respect to people who are are being challenged with their job security. It's also, and I don't know your situation or other people who are watching, but it's also being highlighted now, like how much value have we really provided, people in our company, the work that we were doing, so on and so forth. And I'm just relating stuff that I'm also have been watching and seeing online, where they're saying now, right, my organization, I can tell who are the people who are really essential for me and have really been providing value, and who are those people. And it might sound unfair, but really, life has been unfair to a certain degree.
Right,
but,
right.
It's going to be highlighted. Who are the people? They call them we've called this, making yourself indispensable, making sure that, right, the company can't move forward if it wasn't for your contribution of you being there. So unfortunately, it's a rude awakening for a lot of people, I think. To realize, like, hey, perhaps I haven't really been giving value when I was there, and now when people have to decide who gets to stay and who gets to go, I'm pretty scared. But then again, I would always say, there will always be opportunities for people there. It's just, again, taking hold of your mindset and having a more positive outlook, in terms of your situation. So I hope you get. I can't relate to exactly what you're saying, but I do hope, brother, that you find some answers in your situations. It's really difficult. It's difficult for so many people. Like I said, it's a time where we're all looking for certain answers, and we're giving our best guesses at the moment. To be able to get, because it's never happened this way in this scale.
That's a lot. Thank you so much, Sir
Thank
Bam.
you.
And it's a lot of wisdom. Thank you so much.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
Sir Cromwell. Okay, can we have one last question, sir? Can we still accommodate? Coach Bam?
Sure. Yeah, sure. You go ahead.
Okay.
Go
Question
ahead.
is from Marinette. How do you change other people's impression, belief of you as reacting always negatively when you know it's not negative reaction? Your belief versus other people's beliefs.
Yeah, well, I go back to again my principles, which is your business, other people's business, God's business. So I've always said, madaming tao nag-hope, coach, mababago siya, magbabago yan. That's really an unrealistic expectation we set for people, magbago. Even though, sabi mo mabigyan ka ng guidelines, step 1, step 2, step 3, paano baguhin ng tao. It's almost nearly impossible, because even ourselves, our habits are so ingrained, how we behave, our unconscious behavior. It's very, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I would go back again, maybe change your perception about this person. I say that when you change the way you look at things, the things that you look at changes. But if you keep seeing, example, I keep seeing this coworker as the devil, masama siya, kaaway siya, there's nothing that's going to change na magbukhang bibig niya. It's always going to be something from the enemy. But if I can change my perception about them by first, of course, working on me, that's my responsibility to make myself less reactive, and to also have wisdom to understand, like, what things do I have control of in life, and what things don't I have control of. That's wisdom, to know that, iba sa atin, inuuntog na natin yung ulo natin sa pader, but hindi sila nagbabago, because it's not your responsibility to change people. In my programs, I say that I'm not here to change anyone. I'm not here to change, and I'm not here to tell everyone you have to believe what I'm saying. Find out what works for you, right? But also you make your own choices. But I'm just here to share a message or give an option, right? But you still get to decide and choose, because for me, in my past life, I went through so much struggle, financial, emotional, spiritual. It wasn't good anymore. I was sincerely looking for a better way. And I'm grateful that I was presented with choices, right? And I just wanted to latch on to those choices that I felt were good for me. And then when I changed how I saw myself, my perception of the world and other people also changed, right? They were just different. So that's what you're in control of. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Coach Bam, any last few words or reminders or advices to our participants?
Well, just to say thank you again for for being here, and really, I'm saying God bless you to everyone who's watching this, who's going through a tough time. Like I said, we're all just trying to take it one step at a time and figuring out how to get through this crisis. It's not easy for anyone. I know a lot of us are demanding answers from so many people, but we're just really giving the best answers we can at this time. I think it's also a great opportunity for you to go soul searching and find, connect to God, go back to your spirit, and really listen. Listen and ask for wisdom on what to do during this time, and also ask for peace. Because a lot of people are not experiencing peace in this time. And then lastly, any action you can take to help other people, take that action. It'll also help you in ways you can't imagine. So yeah, and always remember to be kind during this time. Kindness will always win. That's it.
It's okay to not be okay. Thank you so much for the tips and strategies on how to strengthen our beliefs. Thank you so much, Coach Bam. Hope to see
Thank
you on our future e-learning sessions.
Thank
So
you, and
much.
thanks thank you, Irish and Ariva and everyone. I can see all your messages here. I hope I can read them later on. So God bless everyone. Stay safe.
Okay, guys, it's not yet the end of our e-learning session. I'd like to thank first our win-win partners. Thank you to our official media partner, Art Plus Magazine, digital media partners, Focus Media, Globaltronics, City Advertising Ventures, and Outcome. Thank you to our major sponsor, Q&E Software. For win-win partners, thank you, Brother, Faber Castell, Glutacy, Moringa O2, KFC, Mr. Donut, Tokyo Tokyo, and my coffee partner, Lotus Biscoff. Please like us on Facebook. Please scan this QR code, and it will be directed to our Facebook page. It's Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. Again, it's Ariva Academy Philippines Inc. Don't forget to like us. For our upcoming online learning sessions, don't forget to register. This will be on Saturday, The Pursuit of Meaning, Your Spiritual Journey and Faith in Time of Crisis. This will be on April 11, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we have invited Sister Mary Anthony Basa from CBCP Episcopal Commission. We also have a session on Monday, April 13, How to Be a Strength-Based Parent, Unlock Your Children's Potential by Helping Them Build Their Strengths. This will be discussed by Coach Bernard Marquez. On April 14, what should sales executives be doing to generate sales now and after the lockdown? This will be on April 14 and will be discussed by Mr. Chris Randolph. Next, we have KonMari method topic, Declutter Your Space, Spark Joy in Our Life. This will be on April 15 and will be discussed by Ms. Renalyn Tan Castillejos. We have Jomer C. Gonzalez, a spokesperson from SSS. He will be discussing Social Security System members' assistance on COVID-19. This will be on April 16. Don't forget to register. And Ms. Abigail Arenas de Leon, she will be discussing the dynamics of working from home, develop professionalism while working virtually. This will be on April 17, 3 to 4:30 p.m. Next, we have better decision making and understanding the global reactions to COVID-19 using neuroscience. Wow, interesting. This will be on April 20, 3 to 4:30 p.m. And we have invited Coach Ben Ampil. And another e-learning session, we would like to invite you. This is from our partner, Mr. Paulo Tibig. So he will be discussing work mode mindset, leadership lessons employees can learn at this time of crisis. This will be on April 16. Again, April 16, 10 a.m. Please follow him on his Facebook account at Paulo Tibig. For those of you who wanted to have a customized e-learning session and invite our partner speakers in Ariva Speakers Bureau, please call me at 0916-695-4418. Again, it's 0916-695-4418 or email me at irish.arivaacademy@gmail.com. And that's it. Thank you so much. It was a wonderful learning session today. Thank you for being with us today. And again, this is Irish Malonda giving you in Ariva. It's all about being better, be safe, and stay home. Bye-bye.